What is up guys, Swood here, and before I started the video, I just wanted to say sorry about the lack of uploads in the past 3-4 months. Me and Mike have been really busy with real life and CCGS, but now that stuff's calming down, we should be able to get more videos out, a couple per week at least. So for the video, I wanted to teach you guys how to max out your account the most efficiently without stealing your mom's credit card and buying super magical chests. So as you can see, I have enough to get my E-Wiz and my Miner almost to level 5. And my poison, I could get it almost to level 8. It's 189 out of 200, so very close. So the first thing I want to mention is this is a very long-term plan. You're going to be giving up short-term gains to get the long-term benefits. One of these examples is, as you can see, my best season ever, 5,000. So if we look at this, this is only Master 1. Whereas my cards, like my E-Wiz, that could be level 5, I could be getting 5,500, 5,800, 6,100. I'm giving up that short term to get, in the long term, putting myself in a better situation to get the top 200 position when I have all my cards maxed out. So the emphasis of this is, instead of getting your epics and legendaries from super magical chests, you farm challenges to get gold, and you use the gold to buy legendaries and epics in shop. So one of the other things to note about this is, if you're grinding challenges, like as you can see, I have almost 300,000 cards won. If you're grinding these many challenges, your rares and your commons are going to get maxed out. You don't really have to worry about them. The whole focus is on the epics and the legendaries. So one of the first tips is, do not spend any of your gold on upgrading your cards. As you can see, the only 2 cards I have maxed out, or that I can't upgrade, is my Mega Minion and my Zap. Quickly scroll through, and as you can see, nothing else can be upgraded, or nothing else is upgraded, my bad. So the reason for this is, any gold that you spend upgrading your cards today is less gold you can buy on epics and shop, epics and legendaries in shop. So it's all about buying legendaries and epics in shop, because if you don't do anything with your shop, long term what's going to happen is your commons will max out first. Then a couple months later, if you're grinding challenges, your rares will max out. And then a good year or 2 later, your epics and legendaries will max out. So what this does is, it makes it so your rares, your epics, and your legendaries all max out around the same time. So as you can see here, all my rares are around my Mega Minion. They're all about 850, 900. There's a good chunk of them that are already at 1,000. And you can see I have legendaries level 5. People around my cards 1 at 300,000, a lot of them have max rares, max commons, and then their legendaries are like 1 out of 20, and their epics are 50 out of 200. All my epics are over 100, and all my and most of my legendaries are very close to level 5. So, like I said, the biggest downfall of this is your ladder presence is going to be lacking, but that is the short-term loss that you get for the long-term gain of, instead of spending your gold on upgrading your cards today, you spend it on legendaries and epics, which will help you in the max ladder long term. So as you can see, these people, they have level 5 legendaries, level 8 epics. That's not uncommon to have even these level 5 Mega Knights. That's the way this strategy is working. You're not going to have your level 5 Mega Knight, 2 weeks after it's come out. Those are from super magical chests, but you'll be able to have the level 5 Electro-Wiz, the level 5 Miner, the level 8 Balloon. So yeah, one of the biggest downfalls of this also is you're not going to get the new legendaries maxed out instantly. They all have this, scrolling down, they all have this Mega Knight. They've already pulled 37 of them from super magical chests, where I've only pulled 2 of them. So next up is donating. Because you are spending all your gold on buying cards, you're not actually upgrading them. You're not going to be getting that XP you see on the bottom left for upgrading. Now for upgrading, that's the greatest way to get XP, so because of that, you can tell I'm very lacking in my XP. I'm only level 12, 25,000 out of 80,000, whereas if you go look at people over here, they are level 12, same as me, but they have all their cards almost maxed out. Try to find someone level 13, so you can see Backstab level 13, but his rares aren't maxed out. His legendaries are very low. I'm sure you could level them up a little bit more, but they're pretty low. Whereas mine could be level 5, and I'm level 12, instead of being level 13 with low legendaries and epics. So that's the trade-off, but long term, I'm going to reach level 13. They're still going to be level 13, but they're still going to have weak epics and legendaries, and I'll have them maxed out. So one way to compensate right now is by donating. So for donating, for commons, you get 5 gold and 1 XP back. Rares, you get 50 gold and some XP, and epics, you get 500 gold and some XP. But when your commons are maxed, say once my zap gets over 100 out of 100, they give me 5 gold for every common, 50 gold for every rare, and 1,000 gold for every epic. So if you noticed, you get 1,000 gold back for the epic, but when you donate, you only get 500. So this is a big reason you don't want to donate any of your epics. Not only does it take a super long time to get your epics maxed, but once they're maxed, you're actually losing gold if you do donate them. So for the commons and the rares, the way I think about it is, if you donate them, you're getting free XP. So once this free XP is good, once you hit level 13, the XP is useless, but for me now, the XP is really useful because it's helping me work my way up to level 13 without spending all my gold on my on my cards. So now I want to talk about legendaries and epics and how you want to buy them from the shop. You don't want to just, if you see one in the shop, for example, you don't want to go hit the top button that says buy all of them. That's inefficient. You want to do it as efficient as possible. So firstly, for legendaries, obviously this is going to differ for everyone. If I say buy 2 and you don't have all the gold, you can only buy 1. If I say buy 2 and you have a ton of gold, yes, you can buy 3. So it's going to be different for every person depending on how much gold you have, how much gems you have, how much you can get per week, etc. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to help. So before I start telling you how much I think you should buy of every single one, I just want to state Ewiz is a card that you must have level 5 on ladder before you can use it, for max ladder that is, because anyone running a fireball will be able to one-shot level 4 Ewiz, so it's basically useless on ladder if it's level 4. Whereas cards like Princess and Log and everything else on here pretty much, except Graveyard, it can be level 4 and it's still viable, but I would recommend having it 5 obviously because it helps, but it's very small difference between level 4 and 5. So for that reason, I'm going to recommend you buy more Ewiz than you do of everything else. Prioritize Ewiz to get it to level 5 first. So this is the average I would recommend for everyone. Obviously it's going to be different for everyone else, but I would say buy 2 Ewiz, buy 1 of Miner, Princess, switch decks, buy 1 of Miner, Princess, Log, Bandit, Night Witch, Mega Knight, and Graveyard, and then these cards down here, I would recommend you buy 0. If you want, if you really want to, you can buy 1 of them, but I don't think it's worthwhile to spend the gold on them. And also something I want to note is the new cards like Mega Knight, Night Witch, and even Bandit, since they're newer, you're not going to have as many of them. As you can see, my Mega Knight's level 2, it could be level 2, whereas all the ones on the top row could all be maxed out. So this is also something you want to take into consideration. Just because I said you should only buy 1 Mega Knight, I would very much so want to buy 2 Mega Knights over 2 Logs, because my Mega Knight's going to take another 35 of them to max it out, where my Log's only 2 more. If I buy 2 Logs today, that's not going to matter. I'm not going to have my Log level 5. I'm not going to be playing max ladder for another 3 to 6 months, so there's no point for me to have a level 5 Log today. I'd rather be investing in to get to my level 5 Mega Knight, my level 5 Night Witch, etc. So this leads into not overspending. So once you get cards really close to max, such as my Princess, my Log, my Poison, once they're super close to max, you don't want to spend as much on them. So say I was telling you to buy 2 of the Ewiz and you have it 18 out of 20, it comes into shop. I wouldn't buy 2 of them then. I would buy 2 of them when it's in a similar situation as the Bandit or the Night Witch. It's farther away, you want to get 2 of them every time, get it up. But once it gets really close, like 18 out of 20, you don't want to buy the 2. The reason is you spend 40,000 for the first one. Then you have to spend 80,000 for the second one. If you spend 80,000 for the second one, then congrats, you have your level 5 legendary, but you're not going to be playing with your level 5 legendary for another couple months because you're not going to have the gold to max out all your cards. So what happens is in those couple months, you're going to pull another one from a Grand Challenge chest, or it's going to come in shop again, and you can buy it for 40,000, but you already spent your 80,000 on it. So you're really just losing 40,000 at least, and at most you could lose the whole 80,000 if you pull another one from a Grand Challenge chest. So when I had Princess in shop 3 days ago, I only bought one of them instead of buying two, because I'm very confident in the next couple months before I start playing Max Ladder, I'm going to pull another one or get another one in shop just to save myself the gold. Same for my poison. I had it about 175 out of 200, and I stopped requesting it because I knew that I would still get some of them from shop and from chests, that I would be able to get up to 200 even without requesting it. So once you get really close, don't overspend on them. Focus on the ones that are lower and put all your money into those ones. So one of the last things I wanted to talk about is rares and commons. I know I don't talk about them a lot in this, but when they're in shop, when you get, remember, commons, you get 5 gold back, rares you get 50. So when they're in shop, you want to be buying 2 of the commons and 2 of the rares. This is the 2 and 4 gold or the 20 and 40 gold rares and commons. So when you get them back, you get 5 or 50 gold. So this is just a very small profit, but if you do it every day, it does add up. So that's for rares. And also, when you're requesting, you do want to be requesting rares all the time and not commons, because your commons will be the first ones maxed. But so that's why you want to focus on your rares. So that's all for today, guys. If you enjoy these, let me know. If you have any other videos you want to see, let me know and I'll try to record them, or I'll get Mike to record them. If you have any questions about this topic, comment below and I'll try to help you out. Have a great day, guys.